as a human, we work on a different moods. Like if I am doing well, then I can understand I am in different mood. I have full of energy in my body. We often watch in the television if Ronaldo is out of form or Virat Kohli is out of form, which means he is not able to play well or Kohli is not able to play well. Like that, application works on a different state. For example, application is in A state, so there should be some output based on the A state. If application in B state, so there should be some output based on the B state. Like that, state transition testing happen. So today we are going to discuss what is a state transition testing. After a small intro, before that, don't forget to like and share this video and please subscribe Fundu Tester.
Camera rolling, action.
First of all, we are going to discuss what is the definition of the state transition testing. A black box test design technique in which test cases are designed to execute valid and invalid state transition. Which means if we are going to provide few inputs, based on that application will go into certain conditions and based on that it will react or it will give some output. If we are going to provide some values, then it will go into B condition and it will provide some outcome or some output, or we can see application differently. So here first of all we are going to discuss theory of state transition testing and later on we will go with the real-time example. So first of all, where we can apply state transition testing, we can apply at component level, integration level or system testing level. Later on what basis we can perform the state transition testing? So based on state transition diagram. To perform a state transition testing, we have to draw a diagram based on the application requirement and design. Applicable area, state based system, and defect, state based defect, and quality, functional. So we can find a defect in a functional testing. Whenever we are going to perform functional testing, by that time we can implement state transition testing technique. Now let's discuss with the real-time example. Let's consider example of the any net banking portal. So for example, as a fresh user, if I have a valid user ID and credential, then I am able to log in. So first, with valid data, I am able to log in. But now scenario is, this is the one state of the application. Now second state is, if I am going to enter invalid password or invalid username for 3 times, invalid data for 3 times, then application will log for 24 hours. So here it is a different state. First of all, in first condition, I am able to log into the application. I am able to log in. In second state, I will be blocked for 24 hours. And third state, we are going to discuss, which is if I am going to add after 24 hours, if I am not able to come up with the correct password, then application will block for a month. So again, invalid data. How many times? 3 times. Then it will block for a month. Here we are going to talk about 3 states. Now, first of all, we are into which state? Valid data. This is our first state, normal state. Valid data, and we are able to log in. Later on, second state, which we are going to enter a 3-time invalid password. 3-time invalid password. 3-time invalid password. Then account will be blocked for 24 hours. And if again we are going to enter invalid password for 3 times, then it will block for a 1 month. So application works like this. Now how we can go back to the previous state or valid state? So here, after 12 hours, if I am going to enter a valid password, if I remember somehow this is my valid username and this is my valid password, then application again will go back into the first state. But here I have to fulfill one more condition. After a 24 hours blocking, I have to enter my valid credit or debit card details. So here it will directly navigate me to login screen. At the second state, it will go to the 24, it will block me for 24 hours, and after 24 hours it will give me a login form, and after that I have to enter credit card details as well. If I'm going to perform all these steps correctly, then I will navigate to login state. If I'm entering invalid password for 3 times, then it will block for a month. After that, here I have to go to the bank, I have to visit a bank, and I have to submit few documents based on the bank system, and then again they will unblock my account and application will go back to the normal state, means first state. So here we are going to discuss 3 states. This is the normal procedure, and based on that we can write test cases. But the thing is how internally it works. So for let's say I am login for my name, so there should be a username table in the database. In username table there are different entries. For different user there are different rows and columns, and here will be a username, user ID. Along with there will be a different state. So for example, valid data, this be a valid state, later on 24 hour state, and 1 month state, and another column will be a reset. So what happens if I am going to enter a 3-time invalid data, then here it is going to count. First of all, here if I am going to first time invalid data, then it will be a counter over 1. And by default it will be on a reset state, so will be a boolean value, true or false. Later on if I am going to enter second time invalid data, then from 1 it will become a 2. Next time if I am going to enter third time invalid data, then application will count, and by default it will get stored in the database. So it doesn't matter if I am going to close my browser or if I am going to turn off the laptop and I will restart the laptop, then in database here we can see count as a 3. So application will start from this state only. It is not going to change the state, or we cannot do anything unless we are going to enter a valid data. And logic will be, if we are going to enter a valid data, then this will become a 1, and this value will reset, will be, and again this value will be a 0. So like that it will work. If I'm at here this state and I'm trying with the 3 invalid data, then again here counter will be 1, then it will become a 2, and it will become a 3. Now we are into this state, so it will block for the 24 hours. The same thing will happen here, and by default here counter will be a 1. Means we are into a, somehow we are into a block state. Till system will not receive a valid data, this reset value will be a 1. Later on it will go to the 1 month blocking period. So again here it will be a 1, 2 and 3. So later on I have to visit the bank, and bank people will do the documentation clarification, and they will change state to the 0, and by default this value will become a 0, 0, 0. So this is how state transition testing work. I hope everything is clear, and if you have any doubt, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will be happy to answer. And don't forget to like, share this video, and please subscribe Fundu Tester as well. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow with the new topic.